we have here the Tecno Spark 30C. Tecno has always strived to keep the Spark series exciting and consistently dominating its budget range. At first look, I think it's safe to say they are at it again. The Tecno Spark 30C comes in its iconic orange and white casing, as Tecno still hasn't backed out of accompanying the device with all the necessary accessories. The first thing you notice when you pick up the Tecno Spark 30C is its weight. It is quite full in the hand and weighs more than my Tecno Spark 20 Pro Plus. I am not a fan of heavy devices, but it is quite obvious the Spark 30C is made of good quality materials. Its back is made of plastic, but looks like glass. It has a glossy yet matte-ish finish that works really great in white, as it completely hides all fingerprints and smudges. One very noticeable change to the Spark series is its camera layout, which is now similar to the Spark 20 Pro Plus, except a lot more announced and is larger and more centralized. A design I am sure most of you will find to be very refreshing, as we have all grown tired of the iPhone knockoff looks on these devices. The large circular camera bump has a silver ring around it designed like a dial. There is a smaller outer circle made completely glossy and carries a sort of labeling. This subtle attention to detail adds a lot of charisma to the aesthetics of the Spark 30C. There is a new addition to the camera layout, which is an IR blaster, like we first saw on the Tecno Pop 9. You can check out my review on that right after this video. The location of the IR blaster remains a topic of discussion, and I'd love to know your thoughts on it in the comments section. If you care to know where I stand with it, well, I personally prefer pointing my device towards my electronic devices, rather than hold it up like I'm trying to take a selfie. I guess if you're trying to be mischievous and operate home appliances in stealth mode to freak out your folks at home, then this way works great. The layout of the Spark 30C is as usual, with the volume rocker keys and power buttons on the right side of the Spark 30C, and its power button taking a second job as its fingerprint sensor as well. A job it handles really well, as it is impressively responsive. I mean, I was impressed with the Pop 9, so I wouldn't expect anything less over here. It has a speaker grill, a Type-C USB port, a mic, and a 3.5mm earphone jack, all on the base of the Spark 30C. On the left side is a SIM card tray that houses a dual SIM setup and a storage expansion bay for a micro SD card. And finally on the top is a second speaker to constitute what Tecno calls dual symmetrical speakers with DTS sound. Name dropping aside, the Tecno Spark 30C sounds great. Good clear audio and pretty high volumes. 1,000 naira or just $70, you can get this beauty, the Pop 9, a Tecno budget smartphone with class. It comes in either black or white, as should everything in life. The Spark 30C has a 6.67 inches 720 pixels IPS LCD display with 120Hz refresh rate. Now, unlike the Pop 9, the Spark 30C actually feels smoother and also gives you the option of selecting between 120Hz, 90Hz and 60Hz, including an option for auto switching between them. The 720 pixels display is as expected, just fine. And before you get grumpy over it, remember, the Spark 30C only goes for about $80, which is about 140,000 naira. It has just 500 nits of peak brightness and an IP54 dust and splash rating. So, under the hood, the Spark 30C is powered by Android 14 on iOS 14 with a MediaTek Helio G81 CPU. These specs are great for everyday tasks of an average user, especially when paired with its 5000 mAh batteries. It is perfect for people in regions like mine. I don't know if you can notice, but there is no light in this studio right now. And with the high cost of petrol, there's no way we are going to be doing that. So 5000 mAh on the phone comes in very handy in this day and age. However, heavy users won't find it exciting, as high graphic games and heavy multitasking can see the Spark 30C start to lag a bit. I therefore won't recommend getting the Spark 30C with gaming in mind. It comes with 4GB of RAM and 128GB of storage for the variant I have here, which makes it just right for consuming media, surfing the web, research, calls and social media. For its camera, it has a 50 megapixels main camera next to an AI lens and a dual LED flashlight in the camera ring, and an 8 megapixel selfie camera also with dual LED flashlights. Both the front and rear LED lights have 3 levels of intensity, depending on your lighting conditions. And I think this is really smart. It shoots videos at 2K, 1080p and 720p with 30 frames per second for both its front and rear camera. The video and picture quality out of the Spark 30C is decent for its price range. It tries to get colors looking as natural as possible, which I really do appreciate. Again, it is an $80 device, so we can't expect anything crazy out of it. If you ask me, I'd say if things continue on this trajectory, there would be no more terrible phones from entry-level devices to flagships. They would all look amazing and would be more than capable of handling all basic tasks. I am excited to see how the recent Spark series will be received by the consumers. And I'd love to know and share your thoughts in the comment section. The Spark 30C will make for a great assistant device or the perfect gift for a student or older people who care nothing for games other than Candy Crush. Give this video a like if you are a fan of the Spark series like I am. And don't fail to subscribe to the channel if you are new here, because I have a lot of exciting tech coming soon. Watch any of these videos if you are keeping your options open. Thank you for your time. Till we see again, bye bye.